Well, welcome fellow travelers. Your traveling buddy here coming to you today, what I believe is Fenton, Michigan. And I'm out here to see something I just recently learned about. It's called the Sunken Gardens. It's supposed to be the cemetery out here. This is a Sunken Gardens Cemetery. And they are supposed to have like a Stonehenge type thing out here. This gentleman that lived here created this. He collected stones from all 50 states and created this like Stonehenge thing here by the cemetery, and it's called the Sunken Gardens. And I'll tell you the little story about them, but let's go check out this Sunken Gardens. So travel with me, will you? Check this out, guys. Came up here to the cemetery to see what I could see, and I couldn't believe what I just found. Look at this. Look at this cross. It's got Jesus. They're lowering him down from the cross. They got the guy up there. That's supposed to be Mother Mary. Wow. Yeah, that's supposed to be Mary. I think that's supposed to be Mary. Yeah, look at this Jesus up there. This is beautiful. This is right in the cemetery. And there's something out here. I didn't expect to find this. Joseph of Arimathea. There was a man named Joseph, an upright and holy and Sherman, who has not been associated with the plan of their action. He was from Arimathea, a Jewish town, and he looked expertly for the reign of God. This man was approached Pilate with a request for Jesus' body. He took it down, wrapped it in fine linen, and laid it in the tomb known of the rock in which no one had yet been buried. So that was him. It's who's up there? Joseph of the Arimathea. Wow. And then Jesus. Of course, we know who Jesus was. And Mary. Yep, that's supposed to be Mary. That is beautiful. So beautiful. Then right over by where Mary is, where Jesus and the cross is, there's an angel right here. An angel with an urn. Wow, look at that. What's it say? Margaret Ruth Evans, January 3rd, 1919, June 21st, 1998. Beloved wife of Leo H. Merlin Jr. and Edward B. Burns, mother of David, Robert and John. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So that's her grave. Wow, that is beautiful. Now that's a tombstone. One thing I think is a little weird though, besides the, looks like old wreaths and stuff like that they put behind her grave. Right here, the car format by this tree. I don't understand that. But yeah, this is their cemetery. Right by that. And that is just incredible. I came around the corner just to see what the cemetery looked like. You see this. Oh my God. Beautiful. Okay, this one kind of a little interesting. Not showing too many of the tombstones, but this one says sleep. Gerald C., 1940 to 2012. I guess his wife is still alive, June. But then there's like this little shovel right next to her into the grave. It's kind of interesting. Start out here. They're gonna. This is the stone they talked about in the thing. It says here, Moses, when the Lord saw him coming over to look at it more closely, God called out to him from the bushes, "Moses, Moses." He answered, "Here I am." God said, "Come no near. Remove the sandals from your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground. I am the God of your father." He continued, "The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob." Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God. Exodus 3:4-6. And right here is a statue. I take it it's supposed to be Moses. Oh look, people's put pennies out there. Yeah, that's supposed to be Moses in the prayer thing. Wow, look at that. I'm gonna zoom out. There you go. Yeah, this is right out front. I don't know if he's got a face or not. Look at the hands, they're like copper. Yeah, there's no face. Wow, that's beautiful. But right behind is the stone that they said that guy carved. I don't know if that says 1 I don't know. I'm not sure. On this big stone here. Now these aren't the stones that we're here to see though. This is just at the entrance to the cemetery. Look at this brick. This is like a brick wall right here. And I just met a guy that lives here. And he was telling me more about this. There's like a pump house over there. And there's like a monument over there. And up behind here, there's this old log cabin. And he thinks it was the guy that built this. So let's go look at this log cabin real quick. This is, it's called the Sunken Gardens, but this is also called the Tyrone Memory Gardens. Gate key available at the office. No trespassing. Well, you could actually look in. There's no window. You look in there. There's a purple chair. It's like a storage room, looks like. I wonder if this window got broke out. This is like an old log cabin. There's a horseshoe up there. See what's in here. There's an old refrigerator. Huh. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's go walk down here. This is where you come. This place is pretty popular too. People's been coming and going. Oh, there's a little bridge down there. It must be a popular little park. Because since I've been here, people's been coming and going. Check out this tree that's at the bottom here. Kind of a creepy looking tree. Look at that.
Probably over the bridge.
It's like an old willow tree. Here we are at a little creek. There's a little creek down here. They got benches down here to sit on. Nice little creek. Look at that. Here we go. We go across this bridge right here. Oh, there they are. Looks like that's the Stonehenge thing right there. Yeah. There's one right here. Right across here. There's one, yep, right here. Here's one of them. Presented to our dear friend C.E. Smith by Mr. and Mrs. W.M. Johnson, North Warmouth, Maine, Pine Tree State, 1937. Quarried, 1798. Wow. It's from 1798. To say on there, Tyrone Heights elevation 1,118 foot. Michigan's highest elevation, Porcupine Mountains, 2023 foot. The highest elevation between the Rocky and Appalachian mountain systems. You talk about the Porcupine Mountains, I'm determined to get up there. That's up in the UP. That's cool. Look at that. Yeah, here we go. This is the Stonehenge thing. Look at that. It definitely looks like Stonehenge right there. Ooh, it's muddy right here. Definitely looks like Stonehenge. Quarried in Oklahoma, says on that one. Quarried in Texas. And I'll be going to Texas in a couple of months. See what it says here. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into the court with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. Plasm 104. Not a Bible person. See, it says up here, youth, as you enter into the eastern gate, and on nature's beauty gaze. See these radiant smiles of sunlight on the western face of the heaven. Down in the valley by the brook, it is running. Waters sparkle like pearls, and opals fair, fair. Then the lily wet with the morning dew, worth more than the Indies or the riches of the Peru. CES, quarried in Wisconsin. So that one was in Wisconsin, that top one. Charles Eugene Smith, founder and designer of this garden, 1930 to 1940. So he died in 1940. Okay, it's a little muddy out there, but I'm still gonna go out. There's another rock right here. I mean, it's muddy out there. I wish I would have brought my boots. I'm in my tennis shoes, but come this far, I'm not turning back. A little mud ain't gonna kill me. And the bugs are starting to come out too. Yeah, this is muddy out here. See, what's this one say? Tyrone Sunken Garden, quarried in Vermont. So that rock came from Vermont. Wow. Here's another one. Sunken into the mud. Wisconsin, Badger State. Quarried. Let's say, yeah, quarried in Canada. Let's see, this one's Texas, the Lone Star State. Quarried in Norway, Europe. So that stone came from Europe. I thought these just came from all the states. He's just got them marked, all states. That came from Europe. Utah, desert state, quarried in Norway, Europe. Here, what do we got here? This one's Vermont, Green Mountain State, quarried in Norway, Europe. Yeah, so I thought that's crazy. He got these rocks from the other countries. Oh, this one's from Georgia. Georgia, Cracker State, quarried in Georgia. So this one was quarried here in America. Indiana, Hoosier State, quarried in Minnesota. So that rock came from Minnesota. That's kind of weird. They do have quarries in Indiana. I'm surprised they got a rock from Minnesota. So that's another one from the United States. Iowa, Hawkeye State, quarried in Minnesota. Oh, here we go. It's a big one here. Clear off the mush. A bunch of stuff. State flower of Missouri, hawthorn. Arkansas, apple blossom. Alabama, goldenrod. New Mexico, yucca. And what's it say on this one here? State flower of Massachusetts, Mayflower. Maryland, black-eyed Susan. Maine, pine cone and tassel. Michigan, the apple blossom. And it said this was quarried in Massachusetts. What's this one here behind it? It looks like it fell over a little bit. Mary E. Higgins, 5th generation to be born within the circle of posts, and said Fam Gray, Maine. Oh, farm. It said farm. Gray, Maine. So that's, I don't know if that's a grave, but that's just a marker for her. See, what's this say? State flower of Texas, the bluebonnet. Louisiana, the magnolia. Georgia, Cherokee rose. Florida, orange blossom. Sorry about my shadow. Okay, here we got Massachusetts, where most of these other rocks have come from. Bay State, quarried in Massachusetts. Say Illinois, Sucker State, quarried in Minnesota. So a lot of these rocks come from Minnesota. Let's see, presented by F.L. Taylor. Can't really read that too much. Cherry Mass on. Oh, can't really read it. A lot of moss and stuff like that. There's like a what do you call it? A little thing that they mounted to it too. I wonder if that used to stand up. Back to this Alabama, the Cotton State, quarried in Finland, Europe. See, Maryland, Old Line State, quarried stone, Mountain, Georgia. Let me get out of the shadow. You might see it better. Sun's right behind me. See what's next. Well, here we go. Michigan, the Wolverine State. Quarried in Sweden, Europe. There's our state, our stone. Get out of the sun. There, you can see it better. I'm gonna take pictures of all these. See, what's this one say? Sit down beside the babbling brook where the sparkling water flows. Oh, that's the same thing that said up there. This was quarried in Wisconsin. That's the same thing that it was saying up there. Let's see. Idaho, the Gem State, quarried in Minnesota. It's kind of like I'm traveling around America. North Dakota, Flicker Trail State, quarried in Finland, Europe. There's the one sticking out of there. Quarried from Plymouth Grante Ledge, Vermont, 1825. Ooh, that came from where the Plymouth Rock is. Let's see. Next, we have the Kansas Sunflower State, quarried in Massachusetts. Here we got Minnesota, Copper State, quarried in Minnesota. Pennsylvania, Keystone State, quarried in Scotland. Wow, that one's from Scotland. New Hampshire, Granite State, quarried in Sweden. So we got another one of these where it tells state flower of Colorado, Colombian, Idaho. State flower is Syringa. Kansas, sunflower. Nebraska, the goldenrod. Let me see. Next, we got the state flower of South Dakota, Pasco flower, North Dakota, wild prairie rose, Montana, bitterfoot, Mississippi, magnolia. State flower of Oklahoma, mistletoe. See, Tennessee, iris. Utah, Seco lily. Vermont, red clover. This is so cool. Let's see what we got here. New Mexico, Cactus State, quarried in Finland. Then we got Mississippi, the Bayou State, quarried in Massachusetts. And then we got one of these here, quarried at Mount Corrigan, New Hampshire, 5 miles east of Canaan by John French, 1821. Wow. 1821 right there. Let's see, Oklahoma, Sooner State, quarried in Finland. California, Golden State, quarried in Minnesota. Louisiana, Pelican State, quarried in Maine. North Carolina, Old North State, quarried in Sweden. And this one here is quarried 1790. That's 1790 right there. West Wilton, New Hampshire. Wow. Okay, here we go. Tyrone. It says short the day, great the work. I tarry not for the idle, in Indian purveyors. See, here we got New Jersey, Jersey Blue State, and this was quarried in Scotland. Montana, Stubtoe State, that's kind of funny, quarried in Finland. Nevada, Silver State, quarried in Finland. And then we got another one of those ones about the quarried at East Dorset, Vermont, 1786. Oh my God, these are so old. Now these aren't. I think, not sure when they put these here, but those are definitely old. Like that one's quarried in 1800, New Hampshire. This one says Nebraska, Cornhusker State, quarried in Finland. Missouri, Show Me State, quarried in Sweden. Maine, Pine Street Tree State, quarried in Maine. New York, Empire State, quarried in Sweden. That one was quarried in 1800 in Vermont. Here we got another state flower one. The flower of North Carolina, ox-eye daisy. South Carolina, jasmine. Rhode Island, violet. Ohio, scarlet carnation. And this was quarried in North Carolina. See here, state flower of California, golden poppy. Washington, rhododendron. Oregon grape. Arizona, Shahara cactus. And this was quarried in California. State flower of Pennsylvania, mountain laurel. Minnesota, moccasin flower. Illinois, violet. Indiana, Xena. Here's Oregon, Beaver State, and that was quarried in Scotland. Oh, there's one of the things that fell over right here. Quarried, Solon B. Cushing, Cambridge, Vermont. So this one says Connecticut, Nutmeg State, quarried in Minnesota. Florida, Peninsula State, quarried in Georgia. Arizona, Sunset State, quarried in Minnesota. Ohio, Buckeye State, quarried in Finland, Europe. And South Dakota, Sunshine State, quarried in Scotland. Oh, they got a big stone here. Ooh, lots of mud too. This is quarried in Georgia. Hammerfest, 500 miles, northern city of World. Oh, it tells you how far you are from certain places. Edinburgh, we are 3,630 miles from Finberg. Paris, we are 4,100. Wow, well, that's cool. Can't really get all of them because look at all that mud right there. I think other people have tried to do that. Hobart, 10,000 miles. Bombay with 10,069 miles. Wow, that's cool. I'm not gonna read all of them like that. So there's a bunch of them right there. It shows you how far you are from those places. That's pretty cool. What's that? But with all that mud right there, can't really get up on it. And okay, here we are on the other side of that monument there. Trying to stay out of the deep part of the mud, but that's Tennessee, Big Bend State. It was quarried in Scotland. Whew, look at that. I just stepped right there. It's like lots of mud. Kentucky, Bluegrass State, quarried in Maine. Delaware, Blue Hen State, quarried in Minnesota. South Carolina, Palomito State. I can't really see where that was quarried without sticking in the mud. It's quarried in Scotland. Oh, might have to step on the stones, exactly. And this one is, this is another one of those flower ones. New Hampshire flower, purple lilac. Nevada flower is the sagebrush. Kentucky, goldenrod. What's that one? The leaf up there. Iowa, wild rose. Let's see. Let me step over this way. Oh, without sinking. Oh, I'm sinking. Ooh, my shoes are getting wet. State flower of Virginia, dogwood. West Virginia, Rhode Island, rhododendron. Might be saying that wrong. Wisconsin, violet. Wyoming, Indian paintbrush. District of Columbia, American Beauty rose. And that was quarried in Scotland. I don't know, that says paisley on it. That's the first one I've seen something else on it. It says paisley. Let's see, state flower of New York, rose. New Jersey, violet. Connecticut, mountain laurel. Delaware, peach blossom. And my foot just stuck. Step over here. Rhode Island, Little Rotary State, quarried in Scotland. Another one of those old ones, quarried near Connecticut River, New Hampshire. Not sure what year. Colorado, Central State, quarried in Minnesota. Arkansas, Bear State, quarried in Scotland. Virginia, Old Dominion State, quarried in Canada. Wyoming, Equality State, quarried in Canada. And West Virginia, Panhandle State, quarried in Canada. Washington, Evergreen State, quarried in Canada. And that's the last one. It's a lot of stones. He said 50 stones. Look at that. They're all around a circle, like Stonehenge. Oh, I just looked on the back of this one when I first came in. Charles Eugene Smith, after having traveled around the world 4 different times and visited many parts of Europe, Asia, North America, South America, North and South Africa, Australia, and the island of New Zealand, Tasmania State, Helena, Canary, Fiji. They're basically the same thing that's on the website, or that I read at the beginning. Tells all about him. And he died, I think, in 1930. Well, this was dedicated in 1930. Here, we got a little pathway here. There's something in the middle. Look at all these stones. These almost look like marble. Oh, look. Somebody put a pentagram up on there. Let's see what's up on here. Oh, there's some bones. There's bones up there. There's all kinds of money, but there's bones. Look at that. Kind of creepy. There's a bandana of Michigan. There's a cross, Jesus cross. I don't know what these are all about. Well, the money I know what it's about. But the bones, and that's kind of creepy. This is the center. That's almost like marble. That's marble. You see where the pathways go. I should have done that, to be honest. I went around, but you got to get around to all of them. And so there's a pathway that goes around them. And there's another archway over there. We'll go over there and look at that. Here we are at that other gateway. Whoever rings the bell will wealthy be. Its rhythmic chimes are like the day of old, as touring in the quarry on the hill or by the brook, whose waters as of our flow onward to the sea in springtime promise, or in the summer bloom, in autumn harvest, or in winter's gloom. The chimes that call you from the harvest field in days of youth and energy and hope back to your mother hearthstone for a meal, or by the brook to pause and quench your thirst and eat God's harvest bread, as glacier hearken to the bugle call, and with the uncovered head give thanks for all, quarried in South Carolina. And then that pillar is quarried in Connecticut. That one was quarried in Rhode Island. You hear people over there. There's people over there in the weeds over there. Let's see what's over here. There's that little, like a little post here. Yeah. Let's see. What's that say? In the days of old, the hitchhiking post was used before the invention of the iron horse to tie old Dublin with a rum strad, good and strong, while attending to business, or to gather at the meeting house where youth and old age so fondly met together to impart God's blessing on mankind. This was, what's that say? Salisbury pink. And it's funny. Look, somebody left one of them atomic jawbreakers right there on it. I don't know why, but kind of interesting. Okay, here we go on the back of that pillar we just came through. Pilgrim, as you enter this western gate, smile at the beauties within are yours to enjoy, just as freely as the rose Sharon and the sparkle of the dew drop in God's bright sunshine. Smile today, for tomorrow we pass unlike the fleeting clouds, which are blown away by the gentle breeze that blow over these western gates, which opens into a garden of rare beauty and fragrance. And there's supposed to be a bell. I think there was supposed to be a bell right here. It's probably somebody probably took it. So there's something right there. It said something about a bell, but I bet you somebody stole it or it fell down. Or... All right, my fellow travelers, that's going to be about it for this travel to the Sunken Gardens Cemetery out here in can't remember what town this is. I'll be honest with you. I'll put it down, on there. But this was cool to see the Sunken Gardens and also see basically the Michigan Stonehenge out here. This was awesome. I mean, I was glad to come out and do this, except for the bugs. It's definitely springtime. I'm going to start bringing my deep woods osprey with me when I do my adventures now, stuff like that. Because these bugs are just buzzing all around my head. But it was cool. Got to see all that. Got to meet new people and see some cool stuff. I love this kind of stuff. I never knew this was here until recently, and I'm glad I got it out to do it. As you see, it's starting to get dark. So I'm going to end this, and I got to be heading home, and so I can edit this. I hope you enjoyed this, because it's like I traveled around the United States. It's awesome. The only ones I didn't see was Hawaii and Alaska, but hey, that's cool. So 50 states. It's pretty interesting. You ever get down here to, what's that? I can't remember what the name of this town is. I'll put it down right here. But you ever get down here, check out the Sunken Gardens, thing, the cemetery. It's awesome. It's a nice place to come out for a little hike, actually. Except for the mud and the bugs. Be prepared if you come out here with the bugs and stuff like that. Bring some off or something. But yeah, I'm gonna end this now. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share me out. Share me out on all your social media. Tell your friends, tell your family about me, so I can continue traveling and showing you cool stuff like this. Also, leave me a comment. Any comments appreciated. Any ideas for me to do? Let me know. I just might show up and do it. So until next time, my fellow travelers, I'll see you around the mitten.